We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. He died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to T2T.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 Million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner in force and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the race books and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program for this day after Turkey Day. You ready for all those leftovers? We hope you had a great, wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family, and just a little horse racing, a little football in there as well. But now we embark on the rest of the big holiday weekend, and boy, we really got it stacked up today. We welcome you to the Race Day Show. We come to you live and direct from the gaming capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, right here at the South Point Hotel Casino Complex on Las Vegas Boulevard in the gaming capital, and at the South Point Streaming Network at YouTube and on the air here in Las Vegas radio-wise on our anchor radio station, Sports Talk, 1400 AM, 107.1 FM. And, of course, all of the other platforms that we have, our websites, the apps for your devices, and podcasting as well. However, wherever, welcome to the Race Day Show. And as we embark on a day yesterday when we only had 5 racetracks around the country, times that by 3 today, 15 tracks are on our racing menu for today. And now we're getting really into the nitty-gritty for this holiday weekend for the rest of it, because we're going to kick in with the Hollywood Turf Festival happening at Del Mar. That starts today. Churchill Downs will wind up in their last 3 days of racing for their big meet there. That will include the Stars of Tomorrow, and some great racing today, including the Clark Handicap, which is it's a big race there at Churchill Downs, etc. So we got plenty to do today, that's for sure. And it seems like a Saturday, but it's not. It's Friday. We still got a long weekend yet to go as we continue on the Race Day show. And, of course, we'll have our usual handicappers with us, Jonathan Hardoon standing by, Rich Chang with more football to talk and horse racing as well. Jerry Jackowitz will be with us. And right here in studio again with us on this holiday weekend is John Lendo. John, good morning.
Happy post-Turkey Day, Ralph, and we can sit and vegetate a little bit on the races and football today.
Did one thing I didn't do today that I normally do every morning.
What's that?
Step on the scale.
No.
I wasn't stepping on the scale.
That's the least used instrument in the house today, yes.
Yes, that's true. And, of course, it's the leftovers will be just fine, no doubt about it. Okay, listen. Jonathan Hardoon told us before the show that he's got somebody anxious out there to find out the weather, the temperature, but not the warmest place in the country, the coldest place in the country. And I can tell you right now, the coldest place in the country is up in Montana, Cut Bank, 15 degrees today. That's going to be the high there. And, of course, the hottest place in the country is still Brownsville, Texas at 79. Here in Las Vegas is a nice, crisp 46 degrees out there. But guess what, John? We are going to hit 70 today. So the weatherman says we're going to hit 70 out there with sun shining. It'll be a beautiful day for your wife to get in the car and go to the mall.
Oh, she's already there. They were opening at 6, and the gates opened at the house at 5:45. So she's out there right now. The takeout is high today, Ralph.
Yeah.
Takeout is high.
Takeout is high at the mall, that's for sure. It's Black Friday, but what we're going to try to do is get you some winners to pay for all that today. And our handicappers did quite well yesterday on the Race Day show with the limited amount of tracks that we had. Rich Chang and you, John, came together with a nice Siraco late double at Churchill Downs. Your Richie's winner was the 11th race, the Cardinal Stakes, with Proctor Street getting a great ride by Tyler Gaffleone for Brendan Walsh. That horse paid $8.44. And if you were listening to our handicappers when we were going over the 2 stakes races yesterday at Churchill Downs, then I know you had the exacta, because Jonathan Hardoon liked Awesome Check, which was 15-1 on the morning line, and almost won the race going wire to wire, but he just couldn't get there. He finished second. And the $2 exacta with Richie's horse and Jonathan's long shot selection in that race paid $67.66. And then John Lendo came with us in the last race, the 12th and final, to complete the double with Pursuit Never Sleeps. Irad Ortiz Jr.'s 4th win of the day yesterday at Churchill for Dale Romans, paying $4.22, bet down from 3-1. And that late double paid a little bit over $10 for every dollar wagered on that late double there. Pick 6 paid $13,182.84 to several tickets, which was kind of unbelievable, because in the 9th race, which was the third, I should say, it was the third race in the Pick 6. That race, the winner paid $109.30 for a $2 win bet. By far the longest shot on the board. Horse's name was Pistol for Tom Vanberg and Francisco Arrieta. Tyler Gaffleone had a couple of wins yesterday as well. He won the 3rd race for David Jacobson, paying $660. And then Gaffleone came back in the 11th race in the Cardinal, which was Richie Ing's pick on Proctor Street. That paid $8.44. Irad, first winner for him yesterday, was for Armando de la Curda, and paid $8.78. Irad came back in the 6th race for Mike Maker, paying $6.40. And his 3rd win of the day was in the Falls Cities Stakes. That was the supporting stakes yesterday. Actually, it was the main stakes yesterday, the Fall City, a Grade 3, where Alpine Princess won. You remember that Jonathan Hardoon liked that horse as well in the Fall Cities when we went over that race. Alpine Princess, a great ride by IRAD for Brad Cox, paying $6.82, outrunning Corningstone and Raging Sea. And, of course, Gaffleone's second win of the day was in with the other stakes race, Proctor Street. And as far as Brother Jose, he checked in with a couple of winners. Jose had his first win in the 7th race for Joe Sharp at $8.48. Came right back in the 8th race with the winner for Chad Brown and paid $3.36. But pretty unusual that there would be any but more than one winning ticket in the pick 6 sequence with a $100 horse, John.
Well, if you're trying to win that jackpot, you've got to take some stands and then spread some races and hope you catch a bomb like that. So obviously, more than one person probably hit an all box in there and caught the big price, but there weren't enough upsets during the entire card to create a single ticket. So
all I can tell you is I would have to hit the all button to get that horse, because I couldn't bet him now.
No, I went back and looked at that and said, okay, that's fine, because I'm not going to hit that horse anyway.
That was something that happened that I could not figure out. That's for sure. It was opening day yesterday at the championship meeting at Gulfstream Park, and in the Way to Wild Stakes, the winner there was Sister Trione for Mario Gutierrez. Mario went out there to ride for Brian Lynch.
Yes.
And Brian Lynch and Mario, who are both, defecting from Southern California, are making their way into the racetracks back east and doing well. That was Lynch's second win of the day, by the way. That winner was the favorite and paid $3.40. Lynch came with the 5th race winner that was transferred from the turf to the main, to the Topeta track. And Javier Castellano rode that winner, paying $10.40 there at Gulfstream. And as far as Fairgrounds was concerned, out there in Nolens, the Thanksgiving Classic was won by Wendelson, with Marcelino Pedroza for Chris Hartman paying $12.20. Jareth Loveberry had a couple of wins at Fairgrounds. James Graham had a couple of wins. And Pedroza also, that was his second win in the stakes race. He had a couple. And trainer Mike Stidham had a couple of wins as well on the card yesterday. And all I can say is James Graham, I always liked him as a long shot runner. Now, in the 7th race, he won on the favorite for Al Stall and paid $5.40. Came right back in the 8th race for Sherry DeVoe and paid $41.40. I really like him as a long shot rider, though.
That Fairgrounds course fits him well because it's got a really long stretch, and Graham likes to ride European style, sit behind horses covered up and blast home, and you can do that at that course, and there's room down the lane to make up the ground, and so it does fit his style, and he's got a lot of connections down there. Al Stall, like you mentioned, Al will win races down there. So, I've always liked James Graham. He came out for a little while in Southern California, not very long, but good rider.
Yes, absolutely. It seems that Del Mar is going to have the matriarch on Sunday. And here's some of the Eastern trainers did bring some horses out for the matriarch, Chad Brown and Safi Joseph Jr. and Graham Motion, along with Miguel Clement.
Yes.
Will have 2 horses in the matriarch, so they're well represented in that race.
Yeah, I think everybody made the trip. Noble Confessor won't run in the Hollywood Derby on Saturday due to the FedEx flights being canceled and all that is, for the horse transport. But I think the rest of them all made the trip. So knock on wood. Hopefully everybody got back. I haven't heard anything otherwise.
And they said FedEx said they're going to resume the shipping on their jets in January. So maybe some of these horses that are sticking around might take a look at the early races, stakes races at San Anita.
I hope so. You have that big opening day card with the Grade 1 La Brea and the Grade 1 Malibu and the American Oaks. So there are races there if these horses fit. So, I hope so because it's going to be hard to get them out otherwise.
That's right. At Del Mar, the Hollywood Derby coming up. Graham Motion has a horse in there. Chad Brown and Mike Stidham also has a horse in there. And then the Jimmy Durante. Also over the weekend, Tom Proctor, Chad Brown again, and Brittany Russell have horses in those races as well.
Well, that Tom Proctor horse that's entered in the Jimmy Durante's also entered back east this weekend, so I don't know where they're going yet. Last work I saw was back on the East Coast, I'm thinking maybe he might have stayed, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and, sometimes they do cross-enter, that's for sure. And, of course, tomorrow, Saturday at Churchill Downs, the Stars of Tomorrow. You got 12 races tomorrow, and they're full fields at Churchill, and they're all 2-year-olds. That's where they're all at if they're not in Bob Baffert's barn.
Well, he's got 3. I think he's running 3 tomorrow, and again, some good ones out there. You've got the stakes races, the Goldenrod for the Phillies, and the Kentucky Jockey Club for the Colts, and you never know what kind of maiden's going to show up in those races either. So I'm looking forward to that card.
Well, now that maiden that won off the screen,
Further Ado,
yeah. He is in the stakes race, the Jockey Club.
Yes,
and he's going to be the favorite in that race. And with the Kentucky Derby future book that started yesterday, or started actually, yesterday, Thursday. He is right now the single horse favorite outside of all others.
Well, there's no way I would take a short price on anybody in November for a race in May. I'll sit that out and watch, because if you want 6-1 today, you're going to get 6-1 on the first Saturday in May.
Oh, you know it. And not only that, but I want to see another one like that. That was a freak show. That horse freaked out.
Yeah, that was over at Keeneland.
Yeah. Okay, so our handicappers are ready to do their work, and certainly we are going to move ahead with today's Friday show, because we got a lot to cover on the show, and we will we're going to take our break, I think, right now, and then we'll be right back, and then I'll give you your racing menu for today of those 15 racetracks, and we'll get started with our handicappers, see if we can come up with more winners for you, because that Friday shopping has got to be paid for somehow. So we'll be right back. Don't go away.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 Million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner in force and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
Alrighty, back on Race Day Las Vegas for this really jam-packed Friday in the middle of the big Thanksgiving weekend. Real quick, as far as the weather is concerned out there, it looks like it's pretty good across the country. It doesn't look like any really bad weather across the country. However, they're off the turf in some places, right?
Gulfstream, they had rain hit the middle of the card. They took that wait a while stakes off the grass in the middle of the card yesterday, and no turf today at Gulfstream Park.
Okay, and we'll wait and see what's going on at Churchill and other places, but it looks pretty good across the country. Now, as far as the temperatures are concerned, you know, the coldest temperature is in Cut Bank at 15 degrees. That's the coldest, 15 degrees at Cut Bank. Brownsville, Texas is still the highest in the highest temperature in the country at 79 degrees. As I say, we're going to get up to 70 today. But in Los Angeles, where Del Mar is running, 73 degrees, so it's going to be nice out there. New York, 45, but it's typical at this time of the year, those type of temperatures. Miami will be 75, and Chicago's going to be 33. So that's kind of like the weather across the country. And now we'll get to your racing menu for today, reminding you the first post times we broadcast on the show each and every day reflect that of the Pacific time zone. If you're not in it like we are, then adjust to it from whatever time zone you're in to the Pacific time zone. Don't want you to miss anything, an opportunity of making a bet like I miss Mom and Dad, okay? We begin with Laurel Park. Laurel Park has 9 races today, and their first post time is at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. at Laurel. Parks Racing running today, 10 races at Parks, and Parks Racing's first post time is at 9:05 at Parks. Aqueduct, the big A in New York, as far as the weather posted on their website, they say it's going to be 41 degrees, cloudy, and a little bit on the windy side at post time. Right now it's 39 degrees. And as far as the track conditions, well, the track condition is fast. And, of course, no more turf racing this year at Aqueduct. So fast racing conditions today. 9 races at Aqueduct. And as Jonathan reminded us so many times over this holiday weekend, no stakes races at Aqueduct. So they got 9 races today. First post time is at 9:10. Gulfstream Park, day 2 of the championship meet, has 9 races. Their feature race today will be the 9th and final race. It'll be the $100,000 Pulpit at 7.5 furlongs, and it's for 2-year-olds. 9 go to the post in that one. It was supposed to be on the turf, but as John said, they're coming off the turf there. So we imagine it'll be on the Tapeta racetrack, the synthetic track. 9 so far in that race. It's a wide open, good competitive race by morning line standards. The morning line favorite is 7-2, and that is Behold the King with Gonzalez aboard. First post time at Gulfstream, 9:20. Their jackpot, their Pick 6 Rainbow Jackpot carryover stands at $169,861 in the Rainbow Jackpot carryover at Gulfstream. Tampa Bay has 9 races today, and their first post time is at 9:30. Then we get the Churchill Downs. Churchill Downs has a dozen races today, a couple of nice stakes races. The $300,000 Ms. Revere goes as the 10th on the card. That's at 1.16 on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. 12 go to the post before any scratches. And the favorite, the big favorite at 7-5 is Lush Lips with Tyler Gaffleone. And then the 11th race is the centerpiece, the $600,000 Grade 2 Clark. The Clark handicap at 1.1 for 3-year-olds and up features a field of 9 and a very competitive deep field of 9. Morning line favorite Hit Show at 3-1 with Irad Ortiz Jr. 12 races today at Churchill, and their Pick 6 jackpot carryover continues to mount. Stands now at $395,317, $395,317. And if it doesn't get hit today or tomorrow, it's a mandatory payoff at a big number on Sunday. First post time at Churchill is at 10 a.m. Fairgrounds has 9 races in Nolens, and their first post time is at 10:45. Zia Park has a racing today. Zia Park has 10 races. Their first post time is 11:05. Then we get to Turf Paradise in Phoenix, Arizona. They're back in business at Turf Paradise. Their Pick 6 jackpot carryover, $14,428, 9 races. First 2 will be quarter horses, and the last 7 will be thoroughbreds. First post time is 12:15 at Turf Paradise. Then we go to good old Del Mar in Southern California. Del Mar has 9 races. Their feature race today is the Grade 2 Hollywood Turf Cup at 1.5 on the turf for 3-year-olds and up. A field of 9 before any scratches in that one. Your 5-2 favorite in there is Truly Quality with the Mirko Demura aboard at 5-2 on the morning line. It's a good competitive marathon, though. First post time at Del Mar today is set at 12:30. 12:30 is first post at Del Mar today. Woodbine, north of the border, has 8 races. Woodbine Super High 5 jackpot carryover stands at $200,175. They also have a Pick 6 jackpot carryover of $36,083. They have 8 races today at Woodbine in the first post time of 1:30. Delta Downs kicks in with 9 races at 2:45. Penn National will start also at 2:45 for their 9-race card. They have a Super High 5 jackpot carryover of $15,346. Again, 2:45 as well there at Penn National. Charlestown, Pick 6 jackpot carryover, $32,344. 8 races today at Charlestown, 4 p.m. first post there. And Remington Park revs it up with 9 races and a first post time also at 4 p.m. today. That is your extensive menu of racetracks available all over the country on this Black Friday. Let's get out to Jonathan Ardoon now. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. Good morning, John. Hope you enjoyed your turkey. yesterday.
All right, you got it, my man. And turkey and dessert and the late night snack and all that other stuff. That's for sure.
Turkey sandwiches today, turkey soup tomorrow, turkey something for the next few days, I guess, right?
Turkey bones for on Sunday, I guess. But in any case, it's going to be, I think, a really good day, a competitive day of racing both at Churchill and Del Mar today.
Yeah, those are obviously the two main tracks. New York takes a seat behind them. You know, they're running a regular run-of-the-mill card like it was in October or something on a Wednesday afternoon at Aqueduct. That's the card they decide to give you for a holiday weekend, but it is what it is.
Well, you pegged the Fall Cities right yesterday, and you had that nice little long shot that ran second to Richie's pick in the other stakes race, the Cardinal. And so we got to keep the mojo going because we paid for the turkey dinner now, but today we're worried about the bills that are coming on Black Friday. So we got to get more money going here. So the two races at Churchill, as they'll roll out, the 10th race is the Mrs. Revere at 1 mile and 16th on the turf for 3-year-old fillies, and 12 are entered in the race. I'll check and see the late scratches, but in any case, there were 12 entered. But it all centers around the rail horse, Lush Lips, at 7-5 with Tyler Gaffleone.
Yeah, the time to catch Lush Lips was last time out, actually, when she paid $18. Today, she's going to be odds on, and deservedly so, Ralph. She's breaking from the rail. Tyler Gaffleone having a terrific meet. Brendan Walsh, everything he sends out is running. Obviously, the race goes through Lush Lips. I would try to put in a couple of long price horses underneath and turn the 3-5 into maybe a 10-1 shot. I like the 2 Fast Market and the 9 in the Stars. Those would be the 2 price horses I would use underneath to try to juice up that 3-5.
John, do you see it the same way?
She's going to be awful tough to beat. She won the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II. The interesting part, after that race, she was sold at Keeneland for $3.7 million. I mean, a huge number. And they returned her back to Brendan Walsh. He wasn't sure if they were going to breed her, but they brought her back, and he put her right back. He worked her like 5 days after the sale, so she must not have missed too much time. But this is a drop in class to the Grade 2 coming off a Grade 1 win. She draws the rail. She's got tactical speed. She's going to be tough to beat. I thought number 4, Classic Q, didn't get the right trip last time when she was dead last, really, down the backside. She's got tactical speed. If she breaks, she'll be a lot closer today. Maybe she's got an improvement in her, but it's going to take something to beat Lush Lips today.
I will say this, in a bulky field, and right now we don't have the late scratches yet posted at Churchill Downs, but in a bulky field, Lush Lips, breaking from the rail, will be saving ground right off the bat, but then she's going to have to look for a trip to get through a lot of traffic.
Well, that's where a guy like Tyler Gaffleone comes in, right, John?
Yeah, and she has enough early speed to be, she's going to get position. It's not like she's got to circle the field. She's going to be up there. She's going to be in the front flight. That's what makes a double dangerous, to be honest with you.
And one thing, guys, number 2, Fast Market, is scratched out of that race.
Okay, so Fast Market is out.
It was one of my exactives.
Yeah. Well, you'll find another one. Why not put Pratt in? Yeah, but Flavian Pratt's riding the 10-horse Pretty Pitcher. You don't want to leave Pratt out of a stakes race, do you?
No, but you don't think she's going to really be 10-1 with Chad Brown and Pratt, do you?
Probably not.
Good point.
Good point, yes. In any case, we're looking for Gaffleone maybe to get the same trip with Lush Lips as he produced with the Perfect Street yesterday. I mean, that was, Proctor Street, because that was a great ride, and he was placed right behind the leaders early, found the room, through the stretch, got through and won. Maybe we're looking for the same type of trip with Lush Lips.
And the ride he put on that horse breaking from the 11 post, it was really a thing of beauty. I mean, go watch that race, and, jockeys that want to learn how to ride, go watch that race. Breaking from the 11 post, he found inside position and ran very, very well.
Yeah, he came out running, and then you could see him from the outside when they passed the stands the first time. By the time they got to the turn, he had managed to get into a tuck position at the rail. That was a beautiful ride, that's for sure. All right, so we got Lush Lips. We'll give the Mrs. Revere to, and then the Exacta with In the Stars, and John, your horse, Classic Q. is a nice horse to put in the exact as well. All right, then we get to the big race, the Clark. It's a mile and 1/8 for 3-year-olds and up. It's a grade 2 for $600,000. There are 9 in the race, but you've got horses that have been competing in the handicap division, not quite at the top of the Breeders' Cup type of horses, but you've got like First Mission, Hit Show, Gossiger's back, Chunk of Gold. He won a stakes race earlier in the year, Rattle and Roll, and even you got the Improving Magnitude for Steve Asmussen. I can tell you, Jonathan, this is going to be a good race.
It's going to be a terrific race, and we're going to see if one of these 3-year-olds could finally beat the older horses, because we were talking about it the other day on the show. So far, all the big races were won by the older horses, and the 3-year-olds didn't beat them yet. Actually, I like a horse in this race, and it was one of my official radio picks, number 2, First Mission for trainer Brad Cox. Pratt reunites. The last time he rode this horse, he won with this horse. The horse has a win at Churchill. A ridiculous 5-1 on the morning line. That's way too big a price. He's drawn inside. He's going to show speed today. I like number 2, First Mission, to win this year's Clark Handicap.
All right, now
By the way, Rattle and Roll, who won this race last year, is back in this race. Just pointing it out.
Oh, definitely. So you're the horse that you like in this race and an official pick on the show is number 2, First Mission, in the 11th race. John, how do you see it?
Well, for the one late scratch out of the race, number 8, Willie D's is out, so that'll take a little bit of the speed out. It's a really tough race. I mean, Hit Shows won $7 million this year on courtesy of the Dubai World Cup, and then you've got the 2 3-year-olds. I like the 3-year-old a little bit, number 9, Magnitude. I thought for the first time in his career, he overcame some adversity last time, running second in the Pennsylvania Derby. He wasn't on getting that easy lead that he's run well before. He sat behind horses, and he actually finished a little bit. He's drawn outside where they can kind of pick and choose a clear trip today. When he's good, he's really good. When he's bad, he's awful. So you have to, which one is it? I like him to run a good one today. So I like Magnitude in here. Got to beat First Mission. Hit Shows honest. And like I said, Rattle and Roll, I thought might have needed the last start. A good group of older horses, but I'll take Magnitude trying the olders today.
Well, you know that he's trained by Steve Asmussen. Asmussen had really liked this horse early in the game on the road to the Kentucky Derby and the Triple Crown. Didn't quite pan out that way. He gave him time, and it seems to me, from his running styles and from his performances so far, that this was a horse that was a little bit harder to figure out than most horses are. But Asmussen, the guy who has more winning training than any other trainer in America in history, I think maybe you're right with the last one. He might have figured this horse out.
Yeah, he did something he hadn't done before. Like I say, he overcame some trouble, kind of like with Fierceness. When he was getting easy chips, he would win. When he had any kind of problems, he would spit out the bit. Mm-hmm. Well, this horse maybe is maturing right now.
And Jose Ortiz rides that one. Brother Irad rides the horse that's got the most money, Hit Show. And, of course, Jonathan, your horse gets his favorite rider back in Flavian Pratt. Those are just 3 that we talked about in the race, but it's going to be a good race, not only to find the winner in, but certainly the gimmicks as well. And, he's got Chunk of Gold.
Remember one thing.
Yeah.
John Lindo broke the Kentucky Downs jinx in the Breeders' Cup. Remember, they were 0 for 130, and he picked the horse that finally got it done.
I know.
I think it was a Jose D'Angelo horse.
Yeah.
She's so spicy, but yeah, who's remembering?
Yeah. Who's remembering that as we were screaming and yelling in the ballroom that day? All right.
If he broke that streak, maybe he'll break the streak of 3-year-olds losing to the older horses.
Oh.
Let's see what happens.
Duly noted, my man. Duly noted. Okay, well, that's the stakes races, the 2 at Churchill Downs. I'm going to just ask you guys to take a look at the Hollywood Turf Cup at Del Mar. 1.5 miles on the turf. 9 are in that race. It looks like a pretty wide open competitive race, too. And Mirko Demura, who was the leading rider for a long time at Del Mar, but I guess got passed by Umberto Rispoli. We'll get to that in the segment later. But in any case, he's riding a truly quality, which is a 5-2, and the lukewarm favorite there. Jonathan?
Deservedly so, Ralph. He's a little better than the rest. He's obviously going to be the favorite, but you do have a full field of 9, so that's good. The horse 2 for 3 at the distance, has a win at Del Mar. And Mirko DeMuro, he's riding as good as he's ever ridden. You know, he came here highly. He was like, you know, the talk of the town, but it never panned out. And then all of a sudden, he just woke up, and now he's winning races like he's been here forever. So nothing wrong with that horse.
All right. Well, how do you see it, John?
Well, Truly Qualities, he's the defending champ. He won this race last year, and he ran well, you know, in the race in August at Del Mar, so he loves the course. But he's only shown 4 works since the end of August, coming into a 1.5 mile race. That's not a great pattern, and he's been really good with blinkers on. For whatever reason, they take the blinkers off today. So there's just a couple of questions. Well, why are they doing this, and why is the pattern a little strange? And at 1.5 miles, that's enough for me to look for somebody else. I liked the way Balnikov came. He dropped in class last time, and just he toyed with a soft field. He's a horse that hates the Santa Anita grass. You get him at Del Mar, he's a different horse. He's the horse that right now he's got his confidence up. He had snapped a losing streak last time. He'll run all day. For me, this is kind of his Breeders' Cup here, winning this race in this spot. So I like Balnikov in this race. I think Mondigo has a long shot in here. This is a horse, again, no speed. He'll drop out and make one run. He'll run all day as well. I just think Truly Quality, based on the pattern, is a horse I'm going to have to try and beat today.
All right, and all I can tell you guys is I'm going to use the 4-horse 911 Turbo in the exactas and trifectas in that race. So you can see it's a nice, wide-open, competitive race. When you get to 1.5 miles on the turf, it's always the jockey's race, the figure out the tempo and all.
And you got to get a trip. You can't sit 4 wide on the Del Mar grass course and get the job done. You got to find a way to save some ground.
4 wide.
And you also have to be able to handle the distance. I mean, not everyone's going 1.5 miles. They don't run that race very often for the most part.
Exactly. And that's why, John, referring to the workouts, you need a foundation on a horse to get the 1.5 miles.
And he could be right. Anytime you have an opportunity to beat a favorite, well, you're supposed to jump in and take advantage of it.
Good enough. That's what I like to hear. That's for sure. All right, Jonathan, you gave us your official pick at Churchill Downs, but I know you got to at least have one for Del Mar and Aqueduct.
Yeah, let's go to Aqueduct Race 4, 6.5 furlongs on the main track. And I like the number 5 horse in here, Chocolate. 4-year-old filly from the Red Hot Linda Rice Barn, Kendrick Carmouche aboard to ride. This horse is listed at 7-2 on the morning line. She is a pick 5 single, 4th race today. Number 5, Chocolate, wins today's 4th race.
All right, Chocolate, 4th race there with Carmouche aboard at Aqueduct. And we'll wrap it up with your official play at Del Mar.
Let's go to the 5th race, 5 furlongs on the turf, and I really like the number 8 horse in here, Arrakis, a 3-year-old gelding from the Phil D'Amato barn, 6 career starts. She's improved in each and every one of them. Antonio Forsu rides back again. The horse is 1 for 2 at Del Mar with the second, 1 for 2 at the distance. She's listed at 7-2 on the morning line. Number 8, Arrakis, leg 5 of the early pick 5, wins today's 5th race.
Yeah, the anchor in the early pick 5 and early pick 4 at Del Mar. Number 8, Arrakis, in the 5th race at Del Mar is your play. And I got to tell you, folks, Jonathan might have had his turkey dinner a little bit late yesterday because he was hard work, and he's got 4 sheets for you today. Gulfstream, the championship meet there, Aqueduct, Churchill Downs, and Del Mar. And you can get them where?
JONHARDOON.com. Thank you, guys. Stay safe. Be well. We'll talk tomorrow.
You got it, my man. Thanks a lot, Jonathan. And we will go to our next break. And when we come back, I do believe we'll get Rich Yang in sight, and he'll be with us next, maybe for a selection in today's football game.
Thank you, buddy. There are many families that need your help. I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I'm asking you to support the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in their efforts to deliver mortgage-free homes to catastrophically injured service members, Gold Star, and fallen first responders families with young children, as well as eradicating homelessness amongst our veterans.
Everybody knows where the money's going. Every single dollar. God bless you.
Please contribute $11 a month to support their efforts by visiting t2t.org.
Are you ready to lock in your bets and cash in on the games this weekend? Get weekly football winners from Alex White, Chris Andrews, and Vinny Malulo.
I did take the dog 3.5.
I'm going to stay with the culture. That's definitely going to be one of my plays.
If the Bears have turned the corner, they have to take care of business in this game.
Yes.
Tune in for behind-the-book perspectives you won't find anywhere else.
If you're looking to bet the under, you're going to get a better number.
The wise guys are certainly not going to play the favorites.
I know if it hits 7, don't blink. Maybe that's what bettors are waiting for.
Every NFL matchup, every college game that matters, the spreads, the stats, and the smart money plays.
Is there a way to bet against both teams?
Get your winning edge with Football Frenzy, streaming on YouTube every Friday at noon Pacific.
Remind you out there for today, Sports by the Book, covering all of the sports action covering this weekend. Sports by the Book has a different start time today. It'll start at 12:15, not the usual time, 12:15 Pacific time today for Sports by the Book. And if you're thinking about betting sports and this weekend, you better watch that show because these guys are right on the mark with that show. And now we go out to Rich Eng standing by. Richie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, John. Good morning, viewers and listeners.
Well, Richie, they really let it fly in the first 2 games yesterday in the NFL. The last game looked like the last game looked like the players were as tired as maybe the people have been eating turkey all day.
Well, the dogs were barking yesterday. Dogs, and it was great to see Joe Burrow come back. He did look rusty, but I tell you what, a rusty Joe Burrow was still better than the other quarterbacks the Bengals have been putting out there. And it's too bad that I doubt if the Bengals can salvage the season, but they are a different football team when he's playing.
Absolutely. We got a Black Friday football game today that'll be on Prime Cable, or not, I guess not Prime Cable, I guess Prime Streaming. You got to get the streaming Prime network to get it. But it's a good contest between the Eagles and the Bears, who are like resurgent right now. Look at the standings. The Bears are right up there.
Yeah, the Bears have won a whole bunch of games by 1, 2, and 3 points, literally throughout the course of the year. It's they've been walking a heck of a tightrope. I gave out the Eagles last week, Ralph, against Dallas, and it looked pretty good for a while. They were up 21-0, and then they stopped playing football in the second half. Didn't score a single point. Ended up losing 24-21. But I'm going back to the well. I still believe in this Eagles team, and I think even a Super Bowl champion can learn from experiences during the course of the year. They stopped playing at halftime, and I don't think they're going to do that same again on the game today. So they're -7. But I'm going to go for the Eagles to play 60 minutes of football against the Chicago Bears. Right?
All right, so you're going to lay a touchdown and an extra point. You're going to lay 7 with the Eagles over the Chicago Bears today in the NFL game. And, Richie, I know that this weekend is a lot of the rivalry games in college football. I know there's some games today, but we'll have plenty of that tomorrow on the show as well. And so we'll turn our attention now to some horse racing picks.
Yeah, the handicappers did fantastic at Churchill Downs, and one thing that you did not mention was before the Proctor Street race, the horse I gave out. John and John both gave out horses in the stakes before that, and the winner was Aztec Lady, I think, something like that. But that was one of the horses you guys gave out. So I hit rolling doubles into Proctor Street, and then Proctor Street into John Lindo's horse in the last race, that Pursuit horse. And I also hit the pick 3. So if you were playing race day picks yesterday on Thanksgiving, you should have done pretty well at the end of the Churchill card.
You paid for the whole meal, including the dessert. That horse's name was Alpine Princess, but you're right there. That was given out as well on the show, the late pick 3, John.
Yeah, they have a $3 pick 3 there with a 15% takeout, so I played that as well, and nothing wrong with it. I like the lower takeout bets.
Yeah. The payoff, did you get the payoff?
127 and change.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
No,
okay.
It worked. Yes,
that'll work. That's for sure.
But who's counting, right?
Yeah. No inflation here. That's for sure. Inflation only on the payoff there. All right, Richie, let's keep the mojo going. We got to worry about paying off for Black Friday now.
Yeah, race 7. I heard you guys talking about the Hollywood Turf Cup, and I am going to go with the favorite, the 7 Truly Quality. Marco DeMuro picks up the mount, and he has been doing everything right at this meet so far. And I expect him to give this horse a maestro ride. It's a tough race, but I like the 7 Truly Quality in the 7th Hollywood Turf Cup.
All right, you're going to go for the 7 Truly Quality in the 7th race at Del Mar. Remember, Richie's got a full sheet of handicapping for Del Mar right now today at the racedaylasvegas.com websites. All right, Richie, go make your turkey sandwich, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks, guys. Good luck, everybody.
All right, you got it, my man. Final break. When we come back, we're going to get John Lindo's official picks for the show. Check the jockey and trainer standings as they wind up at Del Mar for the last couple of days. And we'll be in search of Jerry Jackowitz as well. Don't go away.
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
The best of quarter horse racing is always at Los Alamitos. The nation's top juveniles face off in trials for our richest race. The Los Alamitos 2 Million on Sunday, November 23rd. Golden State Million winner in force and Ed Burke Million winner Jess I'm Worth It are among the great stars in action. Then on Sunday, November 30th, super sophomores will race in the Southern California Derby Trials with shaking going on at astronomical 1, 2, 3 set to race. It's a November of thrills at Los Alamitos.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas. And, John, real quick, it looks like a Paisano jockey leaderboard there at Del Mar.
It sure is. The Italians are doing pretty darn well. Going into the closing week here, just starting today, a big week last week by Umberto Rispoli has put him in the lead. He's got 14 wins. Antonio Frisu has 11. And we had talked about Marco DeMuro. He's got 10 winners. So the Italian won 2, 3 in the jockey standings. And then as far as the trainers go, George Papadromo had a big week last week. He's got 9 winners, so he's the leader. John Sadler and Doug O'Neill right behind with 7 wins each. So that's still wide open as far as the trainers go. And for you, Ralphie, favorites went down a little bit to 41.8%.
Yeah,
went down to 41%.
Yeah, from what, 42?
It was 44 the week before.
44, okay.
Yes.
Now, tomorrow at Del Mar, the regular post time?
No, 11 races on Saturday, so we start at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday. We're back to 9 races for closing day Sunday, the normal 12:30.
Okay, and that takes care of all of the particulars there at Del Mar. Well, we need your official picks for today.
Okay, I'll go first to Churchill Downs. I'm going to go down to the 12th and final. I like the debut of number 6, Vital Mind, at Oaklawn Park. Never got a breather when it finished in a dead heat for second. That was back in March. Good work pattern for the return. I don't think this horse has to have the lead. He was rating nicely at Oaklawn. If somebody else wants to go, he can rate. Otherwise, he can be on the lead. 6-1 on the morning line. He's the value of the 12th race. So number 6, Vital Mind, race number 12, Churchill Downs.
12th and final at Churchill, number 6, the 12th, number 6. Don't forget, John Lindo's got a suggested late pick 5. His Churchill Lindo report today covers the last 5 races at Churchill Downs. And, of course, you can get it here at the South Point, as well as the full Lindo report sheet for Del Mar. Both of them exclusively here at the South Point because they love horse players. And it's the only place in the gaming capital that you can get that here. Del Mar?
Go to Del Mar, race number 6. Number 2, L. Rankin, has gotten better since taking the blinkers off. And I think this horse is real live. If you look at the small field, Peter Miller entered the maiden, number 1, Senate Mo. I think it helps fill the race for the stablemate L. Rankin. Good tactical speed here. Again, a horse that doesn't have to have the lead, but I just think a horse getting good at the right time. 3-1 on the program. Number 2, L. Rankin, race number 6 at Del Mar.
All right, 6th race at Del Mar. The 2 is your play. The 2 in the 6th race there. Jonathan came with the 5th race, so I got a rolling double now, the Siraco double, and I got a rolling pick 3 again with Richie's horse in the 7th race.
There we go.
So we're looking good for there. All right, let's go out to Jerry Jackowitz standing by. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning. At first, I have to apologize for not being able to say this in ahead of time, but I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty here with my email clients.
Yeah, you're also having a little technical difficulty with the feed that's coming out, so we'll get to your picks right away, just in case.
Sure. Okay, so let's go to Aqueduct.
Okay.
We'll go to race number 7.
Mm-hmm.
I like Moongate, the 8 horse. Seems like it's on the improve. Interesting horse, in my opinion. Could be a little better than what he's shown. Nice price at 8-1. So that's a win place bet on the 8, and I'm playing one exacta box, 8-9-9-8.
Okay, in the 7th race today at Aqueduct, you like the 8, Moongate, the 8, which is 8-1 on the morning line, the 8 horse, and it is a star on your sheet. The 8, and you're just going to punch it with one exacta box, and that is with the 9, Maxaluna. The 8-9-9-8 reverse, that's the box, of course, and the 8 is the win bet at Aqueduct. Now we'll go to Del Mar.
Yeah, let's go to race number 3. Heads and Beds, sort of attractive. 7-2 seems pretty reasonable. I'll take the 5, Heads and Beds, over the 3, 4, 6, and 9. Reverse 3, 4, 6, and 9 back over the 5. But we're all about the 5, Heads and Beds in race number 3. Sprinting on the turf.
All right, the 3rd race at Del Mar at 5 furlongs on the turf. You like the 5 horse, Heads and Beds. The 5, you got 4 link-ups, and they include numbers 3, 4, 6, and 10. 5 over 3, 4, 6, 10, and reverse.
9.
I'm sorry, the 9. I said the 10 by mistake. So we got the 5 over 3, 4, 6, and 9. 3, 4, 6, 9 with the 5 and reverse. That in the 3rd race. And Jerry, just a quick thought about the racing going on at Aqueduct with no stakes races this weekend. It's amazing.
Yeah, the racing. This is sort of winter racing, which I always like. It's cold here right now. It's very cold, but clear, and the horses should love it. So it's a great time to play at Aqueduct. They're very good at winter racing here in New York.
And of course, they have the track that has the composition of handling off in frozen weather there too.
I think they put a lot of lime in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Add a swizzle stick, lime and whatever. Limestone.
And I'm sure that you had a bird's eye seat at all those big balloons in the Macy's parade yesterday too.
Yeah, well, they had a little trouble getting their it was cold. It was really cold. They were in long pants and everything, but it's great that they do it. At one time in my life, I lived right across the street from Macy's, and the McAlpin Hotel was a residence as well as offices.
Uh-huh.
And I was right across the street from Macy's for the Macy's Day Parade. That was quite a time in my life, but it was good to see. It's very nostalgic.
Well, now we'll turn our attentions back to the horses on the racetrack and get going with that. And of course, you can get Jerry J's Power Page, even though he's on location. And Jerry J's Power Pages are available right now for Del Mar and Aqueduct at jerryjspowerpage.com. And as we wrap up this Friday show, we still got the weekend to go, folks. And John, I know you'll be with us one more day.
I'll be here with you tomorrow, yes.
Okay. In the meantime, Jerry is the man who's going to give us our last word.
Have a great race day, everybody.